are the Gen Zs changing the future of Vietnam? Is there anything Gen Zs are doing to take care of their mental health? Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Sky. Today I'm going to talk with the Gen Zs of Vietnam. We're going to talk about Gen Z culture, their views on career and education, dating and marriage, and some Gen Z slangs. If you're new here, welcome. If you'd like to see more interviews of locals and foreigners in Vietnam, hit the subscribe button. And until then, let's get started. Hello, thanks so much for joining. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, what's up guys? My name is Hugh. You guys can call me Eugene. So I'm 18 years old and live in Saigon.
My name is Swin, but you guys can call me Jenny, and I am 22 years old. I'm a student in Hồng Bàng University.
What are you majoring in?
My major is multi communication.
What's the Gen Z culture like in Vietnam?
Gen Z nowadays in Saigon, they tend to hang out overnight, such as they love to paint the town red. They drunk and go to bar pub in Bùi Viện Street, or if don't, they can go to the Nguyễn Huệ pedestrian street to enjoy the peaceful atmosphere there overnight.
Is it every night or just weekends they do that?
Just weekend, because in the weekdays they must study and work hard, and they must let their hair down after a working day from dusk till dawn.
I think Gen Z now is really confident and maybe stylish and fashionable like me.
Yes.
They believe in themselves, and I think they always want to freedom and break the rules.
What are some Gen Z slangs in Vietnamese?
The popular ones is "Oh my God" in America, but in Vietnamese we say that "Ô là trời." Ô là trời. Repeat this.
Ô là trời.
Yes, ô là trời. Instead of say "Oh my God," we say "Ô là trời." When you in the conversations and you meet some awkward situations and want to get away from the chat, you want your friend to help you, instead of say help me, help, or something like that. Do you know the term SOS? Yes, we say SOS. SOS. It's the same with SOS. Gen Z nowadays, they love the consumerism, so they tend to buy more luxurious goods from the brands such as Dior, Gucci, Chanel. But for some people whose budget is not enough, they can buy some fake goods instead of buy authentic goods. We call this fake. It's like fake.
How do you spell fake? Sorry, let's cut this part. How do you spell fake?
F-A, we spell it pha. K-E is ke. It's spelled like in Vietnamese, pha ke.
So it's spelled F-A-K-E?
Yeah, pha ke. And if you write in Vietnamese, it's P-H-A, pha, and ke is K-E. Pha ke. Yeah. Finally, you heard someone tell something bad about you, but you can hear it in American say, hello, what did you say? In Vietnamese, we go, ủa alo, ủa alo. Ủa alo, what is it? Cái gì vậy? Ủa alo. Ủa alo.
Ủa alo.
Yes, ủa alo. Yeah.
So when do you use that situation? When would I say that? Someone's talking smack about me?
Yes, sometimes you do not understand what they say. Ủa alo, like they talk nonsense or do something bizarre, something like that. You could ủa alo, mày đang làm gì vậy? Hay là like, hello, what are you doing? What are you guys talking about? Yeah.
You know the slang "malem malem." It means so delicious. If you eat the food, it's really good. You can say "malem malem."
Malem malem. Malem malem.
They usually use that word too much, like keo lì.
Keo lì.
Slay.
Slay.
You're beautiful, yeah. Keo lì, tái châu.
Keo lì.
Tái châu.
Tái châu.
Yeah.
What does tái châu mean?
It's like a long way to for the beautiful or but you can say keo.
Keo.
Or keo also mean slay. You can with your hands gaily.
Gaily.
Yeah, slay.
And how would you use gaily in a sentence or situation?
If you ask me about your outfit, I can say like, oh, you are gaily. If you want to say no, we always have a different way. In Vietnamese, we have a com, but now Gen Z use khum. Yeah. If you want to ask me like, are you good? Like, bạn có khỏe không? But Gen Z will ask, bạn có khỏe không?
What are some Gen Z things that millennials or boomers just wouldn't understand in Vietnam?
Millennial in Vietnamese we call it as Gen Y is our parent, Boomer is Gen Z is our grandparents. Our grandparent generations, I think they are quite obsolete and do not open-minded to absorb many new informations or many news cultures from foreigners, such as LGBT communities. For us, is Gen Z. We are welcome and absorb many new things, many modern information came from another country such as United States, Korea, or from Australia.
So Gen Zs are more accepting of foreigners than, I guess, your grandparents?
Yes.
Why so?
I think that because they have a strong feeling that many things come from foreigner is better than something is domestic.
How does the Gen Z of Vietnam view education and career?
I must say that the career nowadays is very competitive because you guys know that the overpopulation is not just occur in Vietnam but also around the world. But in Vietnam, they are overpopulations and the chance for you to find a dream job, a best career is hard and you must use your efforts 100% and study hard to gain a bachelor degrees or master degrees. About the educational system in Vietnam is changed day by day. For our experience that we study the student book, they do not welcome many terms in English or another language. But nowadays, for Gen Z in the student book, they change the term to mix many English terms for the student to learn to easy to search information on Google because I think it's easy to search with English in Google instead of Vietnamese because it's more information, more reliable sources on Google for them to study. However, the educational system in Vietnam, they have the pros and the cons phase. About the negative side, I think parents also wanted their children to learn day by day, learn by heart to have a best career in the futures. The children is like obsessed with study, sometimes can cause some mental illness. That's why the suicide rate in not only Vietnam but also some Asian countries is higher than the Western because they take on the burden of education. Particularly my friend's family, they want her to study two languages in Chinese and English. It's quite hard for her and she always complains with me how hard her family is. Sometimes she's very stressed and want to get away from it all. Do not want to live with her parents because they want her to study a lot. You know that Vietnamese educational system requires students to study 13 subjects in a week. 13 subjects.
What?
And the schedule is from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. 13 subjects in a week. Oh my god. Fortunately, the system is changed. The amount of lesson is reduced to fit the student needs. I think is they adapted the Western educational system like for allow students to choose the subject whatever they want instead of require 13 subjects. Now my sister, she only study 5 to 8 subjects in a week.
Lucky her.
Yeah.
How does the Gen Z of Vietnam view dating and marriage, or maybe love?
Gen Z people in the same age with me, especially my friends, they recommend me to use dating app. But I think nowadays it's not time for me to have a relationship. But I saw my friend, they 70% have the boyfriend or girlfriend through dating app. It's a double-edged sword. If you know how to use, how to control it, you can have a better relationship and have a good partner. But if you obsess with the dating app, like dating 3 or 5 person at the same time, it's terrible. It can lead to many negative impact for you. But about marriage, in my age, I've never considered about marriage.
Yeah, you're too young for now.
Yeah, I'm too young. Just 18 years old.
I think nowadays marriage not important too much because me, I don't want to get married soon. Maybe I live long forever, I think, because Gen Z always like to freedom and do the thing by themselves.
So why are Gen Zs delaying marriage?
I think because they want to enjoy life more and go travel around the world or make a lot of friends and do the thing that they want to do with the young age.
What are some of the biggest challenges facing Gen Zs today in Vietnam?
How to find a dream career career. The overpopulation situation in Vietnam is hard for them, especially me. It's hard for me and more Gen Z to find their dream job with a high salary. In the 90s or 2000, our parents, easy for them to find a job with a handsome salary because it's time for many large corporations and companies to come from another country to Vietnam. It's have many good positions. It's demanding and fulfilling job for them. But nowadays, the labor force is larger than the job demand, scarcity of job. Yes, that's right.
I think it's pressure from parents because Gen Z is a different generation with the parents. That's why I thought that some people will get pressure from parents like you need to get married at 30 or you need to have a good career with a high salary like that. And maybe Gen Z also have her pressure from some friends.
What kind of pressures from friends?
Because nowadays Gen Z always, like TikToker or some people successful with the young age. That's why we will get her pressure about that. If your friends more successful than you, Gen Z will have stressful and pressure from that. Because with a young age, maybe you will think like why they also the same age with you, but you cannot successful than there.
How are the Gen Zs changing the future of Vietnam?
Especially Gen Z nowadays, parents want their children to study abroad, such as in Europe, Australia, or the North America. If these students come back to Vietnam, I think it's a good labor forces to develop the countries in the future, such as in many aspects like political and economics and social too. About the political, I think that the Gen Z is open-minded, so they can allow many rules, laws, like accept the LGBT marriage, something like that.
I think Gen Z will keep the traditional but just mix and match. For example, for fashion, maybe áo dài, maybe like they will custom or make that more attractive than before. Gen Z, I think nowadays care a lot about like the mental health, physical health. I think they will not see the doctor, but they will really care about their feeling. Because now I think a lot of Gen Z has this pressure from family, from friends, from work, salary, for future, a lot.
A lot of pressure from all that, right?
To be successful.
Is there anything Gen Zs are doing to take care of their mental health?
I think it's hard because maybe you don't know they have a mental health like depressed because they don't show out. I think Gen Z nowadays it's hard to raise voice about the problem.
Why do you think it's hard for them to express?
Because some people or their family don't understand a lot of pressure of Gen Z. If they talking about that, maybe their parents just look like it's just normal.
Any advice you like to share for the fellow Gen Zs out there?
Because I am a Gen Z, I think Gen Z need to be themselves and just do the thing they want to do for the future and don't care too much about the people around them.
This video is for Gen Z, so I want to give my wish to Gen Z, especially to me, that I think you guys must try your best, learn by heart to get a good degree in university. It's a good way for you to get a dream job in the future. And last but not least, you guys surprise, like, and share videos for Sky.
I didn't pay him to say this, but thank you.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. What did you think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you'd like to continue seeing more interviews of locals and foreigners in Vietnam, hit the subscribe button. And until then, I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.